Okay, well, I'm gonna share something with y'all that don't happen a lot here in Georgia. So my video this weekend will not be as it normally is. Y'all enjoy the sights and sound. Yes, you are seeing snow and you're hearing freezing rain hit my hat. This is something that don't happen a lot here in Georgia. We get a good snow about every 6 to 8 years. Right now, we got 1 inch of snow and freezing rain falling on top of it. I don't like freezing rain because freezing rain makes these old Georgia pine trees start bending and falling over, and freezing rain makes our power lines get heavy and drop, and then we ain't got no electricity, and that's not good. But this started, I woke up at, that's a little bit of sleet, I guess. I woke up about 6 and looked out. It wasn't doing anything that I could see, so it wasn't raining. I mean, it wasn't snowing. It could have been raining or sleeting. But at 7:30, it was coming down in flakes as big as nickels. So, and see, we've had below freezing temperatures every night this week, so the ground was chilled. And that's usually our saving grace here in Georgia, is when we do get snow, it comes in at a time when we haven't had a great deal of cold weather, so the ground is warm and it doesn't stick. It'll really have to snow to cover the ground. But that's just the opposite today. The road out in front of the house is white. Now, yesterday morning, they was already treating the interstate with the saltwater brine to try to prevent freezing on the interstates and main roads. But little road out here in front of the house is not a main road, so it's covered already. Now, here is the deal when you have a sprawling ranch of 5 acres, such as I have. When it snows, you got to take care of critters when you have them. And I want you to look. Everybody's in the barn. Them 2 little white goats, this is the first time I've ever seen snow. They won't even come out in it. So I've got to get some hay. And of course I put the hay feeders out. I don't want to put the hay out in the hay feeders right yet because, you know, we're still getting precipitation and I don't want the hay to get soiled or soggy to where they won't eat it. Of course, now we all know if they get hungry enough, they're going to eat it. So that's what I'm fixing to take care of right now. Boy, the blackberry bushes look kind of pathetic. But yeah, I'm fixing to get a little bit of hay down there for the cloven hoofed animals. And we'll go from there. But listen to that quiet. Well, no, it's not quite quiet. You can hear the sleet coming down. And hear a jet airplane flying over. There will definitely be more to come. I was licking it.
What is it, Belle? What is it?
They have their winter attire on. Look at her. She's just going to town licking that stuff. Snow cream.
What is it, Cooper?
Got on my dad's old hat. It's waterproof. You might be able to see the sleet popping off of it, bouncing off of it. So yeah, so any of my subscribers that never see snow, this is what it looks like here in Georgia. I have on a flannel, a lined flannel shirt. I forget what they call them, but they're real handy. And that's it. I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, there it's still called Eubanks Family Homestead. I've put up weather report videos, and if you like to laugh, go over and look me up on Instagram, Eubanks Family Homestead on Instagram. Some people say I'm crazy. I don't know why. I really don't. Does this look like a crazy man to you? Yeah. No, I'm not crazy. Burt Reynolds said in Smokey and the Bandit, he likes to show off. I like to have fun. Okay, some of y'all seen the old house in videos. And I thought, heck, I'll put my hay up here on that back porch. That's a good covered place. I wasn't thinking about having to haul it way down yonder to feed the goats when I did that. And I'm kind of concerned about the old well house. If we get a lot of snow, that roof may not hold up. May not make it. Then I'll have to do something, that's for sure. And you know, I was just bragging the other day about not having to feed hay yet. Well, got no choice now. And you know, I had this grand illusion that when I got on a YouTube channel that it wouldn't take me very long. I'd get monetized and I could start buying some stuff to help out here on the farm. The first thing I was going to do was buy me a nice camera to make videos with. And the next thing I was going to do is buy me some type of side-by-side. Well, guess what? I'm still using the dad blame iPhone. And my side-by-side is far from what I wanted. And it's coming down good again. There's a lot of sleet in this though. Dad's old truck there. But yeah, it's, that roof, if we get too much, what's there may end up in the bottom of that well, and then I'll have to do something. Of course, that's generally the story of my life. That's when I do things when I have no other, there's no other way to get around it. Well, that's one good thing. No icicles on the fire lines yet. That's solid ice right there though. Freezing rain, you gotta hate it. Now this is not my choice of providing hay to my goats. But in that rack right there, along with leaving the strings on the bale of hay, they can't waste quite as much. And when I get out of here, they'll come over here. Some of them's over there. They're not the big pets that a lot of folks think they are. But I had to get out here and get them something to munch on. And they're saying this snow should last off and on the rest of the day. Freezing rain snow. And you know, a couple of weeks ago, I brought the IBC tote converted hay feeders down here. And as soon as it stops snowing for sure, I'll put hay in there. But right now, they can get in there and get them a few bites, knock off them hunger pains. But yeah, this is very unusual for North Georgia. I mean, you know, that we get a snow, and you know, I gotta make a pipe video of that. To get a snow that actually we can enjoy. I was talking to a guy yesterday at work. He said, you know, it always snows at night in Georgia. But this time it didn't. And thank God, I'm off on Fridays anyway. So, you know, I didn't have to take off work. My bride works from home. She's not having to do anything different. Of course, she's going to have to put up with me in the house. But really, I'll be down in the basement making a pipe video. So, yeah, this is the downside to anybody that wants to become a farmer or a homesteader, especially on small scale such as I am. Because when stuff like this happens, it happens. And if you're not ready, you're not ready. I have hay. And like I said, I was bragging because I hadn't had to feed any hay yet. I mean, this is January what? The 11th or something like that? I don't know. It's a Friday in January. Maybe the 10th. I would look at my phone or my watch, but I can't see it on my phone because I'm videotaping. And I can't see my watch because I hadn't turned it on yet. So anyway. But yeah, it is beautiful. And you may ask, hey, what about your honeybees? What's going on with your honeybees in weather like this? Well, the honeybees, God takes care of them, believe it or not. They cluster up in a ball, and that ball continually kind of undulates, and so the bees kind of move around. Of course, they're clustered around the queen, but they can generate enough heat like that to stay warm down to, you know, single-digit temperatures for a while. So they'll probably be all right. If they're not, I'll just get more. So, and if it wasn't so blame cold, I'd go pop the top on one of them and show you. But my hands are cold. Also got to make a medical update about my neck problems. If you're familiar with me, you'll know that I have neck problems. So there you have it, down here in the pasture, down here in the barnyard. And I'm featuring myself on this video. Very, very few times do you see this much video footage of me. How do you like it? Would you rather see more of me and less of everything else? I really don't know. That's why I was asking. Coming down again pretty good right now. Sleet, freezing rain. Like I said, I am not a fan of freezing rain. I can handle sleet. Don't like freezing rain. May have to get the truck out here in a little bit, just out down the road. Hey, I'm a redneck. That's what we do. When it snows, we have to hit the roads. We have to see. I don't know why. It's in our DNA. So anyhow, let's peek around the barn and see how the goats are acting to that bale of hay. Yeah, I'll feed the pigeons later. They're fine. Yeah, now the pecking order will definitely be involved here. The only ones that's going to eat at first are the meanest ones, but everybody will be able to get something to eat. So, and like I say, I don't like that. That is just something I come up with, and it's not good to feed them loose hay like that because they do. They waste it, and you know that hay is. I think I paid $10 a bale for it, and you know I use it to reseed the pasture and add biomass to my soil. So I don't mind them doing that out in the pasture, but I'm gonna try to keep them from doing it there. Yeah, I know, I hear you. There's food in there. You'll be all right. You ain't gonna die. Well, just like that, our winter storm is over. Come on. The hay's over here. So, you know, we're still getting some rain, but the snowfall is over, and it's gonna get down in the 20s tonight, or high 20s. It'll all freeze in the morning. I gotta put this hay out for the goats. I'll be done then. Yeah, right up on top of it. Come on. The hay is here. Stupid goats. I was looking for one of the strings. I didn't find but one string from the belt of hay. And yes, I slipped just then. I almost fell. I tell you what, these little IBC tote hay feeders are the bomb. Oh, there it is right there. There's right in there. Come out there, you sucker. There you go. You know, you'd think those goats didn't know where they were. There's just a little bit of moisture falling, so they think they can't come out here. But those are the babies too. Okay, so there it is. That's probably our snow for this year. I doubt very seriously we'll get any more. Hadn't lasted long, but it has taken place on a weekend when the majority of folks don't have to be out of town. I mean, out of the house, going to town, so forth. We had plenty of advance notice. The school systems were closed before it even hit. And I'd say the majority of the people, especially since this was a Friday, even if their place of business didn't shut down, they probably went ahead and made a long weekend out of it. So, and those two little goats still over blating, while these other ones down here eating hay. So hey, this is the life and times of Jeff Eubanks in a snowstorm. Now, like I said, it's still raining. I think it's about 34 degrees. It could possibly snow now, but it's just gonna rain, so it's gonna do a lot of melting. But then again, we're gonna freeze over again tonight. But we've got what we need. We don't have to go anywhere till church on Sunday morning. And we'll be in good shape by then. So give me a thumbs up if you like this. I'd really appreciate it. Jeff Eubanks, thank you very much.